Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of the 2022 Sanctuary 19P that I recently purchased. I also made some modifications, so I'm going to show you those also. So let's get started. There's a nice long running board, big awning on top, two covered 110 outlets. Down below is the propane connection for an exterior grill. Moving towards the rear, we have a 5,000-pound tow hitch with a 7-pin connection, a 2,500-watt LP generator with a good 1 foot of ground clearance. Now this is one of the modifications that I made. It is the Owls Vans spare tire mount. I purchased the rim on eBay and I purchased the tire on TireRack.com. This bike rack came with the van, but I did have to adjust it to its highest position so that it would clear the spare tire modification that I made. Up above is a rear camera. Let's open it up and take a look in the rear. So this is what the rear garage area looks like. It's got some good storage. On the left is the spray port for your spray hose. The van came with this roll down netting, and although it does seem to shut pretty well, it doesn't actually roll up or down because these magnetic strips just don't allow for that. So I will be making a modification to this in an upcoming video. The doors each have these pockets with this cargo netting for extra storage. The windows on the doors each have these Velcro tabs for window coverings. And this is what one of the window coverings look like. Moving on to the other side of the van. This is the LP connection area with the on-off switch. This is the sewer hose storage area. Truma exhaust. Down below we have our gray valve and low point drain. This is the cassette toilet area. And it is lockable. There's an exterior light. This is the city water fill connection. The auxiliary solar panel connection. Cable TV. 30 amp connector. Gravity water fill, and it's locked. Now I'm accessing the diesel fuel area, and it did require me to open the driver door and then open this little door here, so that's good for added security. Below the driver door is a running board. So now let's take a look at what's on top. So this is what's up on the roof. There's a light bar, the Dometic exhaust fan, plumbing vent, bathroom exhaust fan, solar panel, the wine guard, and the AC unit. Moving to the front of the van, there's front parking sensors, and there's also rear parking sensors. And here's a list of all the other safety features this van has to offer. So now let's take a look inside. Right here is a pull-down tabletop / work surface area, and inside are two 110 outlets. This area seems like it would be great for making your morning coffee outside, plugging it in, and just enjoying the nice morning weather. Underneath is another storage area, and below that is some bungee cargo netting where you can also store some items. All right, let's head on inside. Welcome to the interior of the sanctuary. Take a look at what it looks like inside. Let's start with the cockpit area. The seats are nice and comfortable, and they do come with this adjustable armrest. The seats are power seats with 3 memory settings. There's power foldable mirrors. Take a look at the steering wheel. Lots of controls on the steering wheel. The right side controls this big entertainment center. The left side of the controls the information center in the dash. Below the steering wheel is the hill assist button, and to the left of that is the all-wheel drive button. There are plenty of drink holders in here. There's even some more in each door. There's also 4 on the dash itself. There's this little area here where you can charge your phone wirelessly, and there's also ports where you can plug in. Above each visor, there's some nice storage where you can stash some stuff. There's even, on the passenger side, another little area where you can store some stuff too. All right, not bad. Let's take a look at one other modification that I made to this van. This is another one of the modifications that I made. I installed this Lagun table. This Sanctuary van did not come with a Lagun table that you could use for the front area, so I decided to go ahead and install one myself. So here's the bracket that I installed, and this table swivels around very nicely. You can have it this way, you can turn it this way, and it is accessible to both the driver and the passenger seat here in the front. So it's very adjustable, and you can use it for eating or working. And so this is a prototype. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this particular style. I used a Mexican pine, which is very lightweight, to make this, and so far I'm very happy with it. And it's just very easy to move around. I can easily get up, put it back in place. It's so easy to work with. So I've put the privacy shades up to show you what this area would look like with your workstation or eating area. These shades that came with the van are nicely insulated, and one side is dark while the other side is reflective. So it keeps the area nice and cool with lots of privacy while reflecting the sun. Also, this table can also be used. You can pivot it around like this, And it now becomes additional kitchen prep space, extra counter space, and it'll come in very handy. Now this is the table that came with this Sanctuary. It's just a pedestal style table. It doesn't move or shift or swing out or anything, so I'm not very happy with it. I will be installing a Lagun table back here also, so watch for that upcoming video. So there are a couple more modifications that I made to the kitchen area. The first one I'm going to show you is this countertop extender. I tried to match the color as closely as I could to the countertop, and it just extends nicely out. I used these brackets, which you can easily depress, and it folds nicely right back down. I did have to move the handle over just a bit to get that to fit in there nicely. Of course, you can use any finish you like. This countertop extension can also serve as a workstation from the passenger seat, like so. My next modification is this cover for the cooktop. The cooktop for this Sanctuary did not come with the cover, and it actually protrudes from the countertop, and it really doesn't allow for you to have much counter space without a cover. So I found this food tray on Amazon, and I'm just trying it out right now, and this is how it works. I have some hinges that I've put on the side, on the right side of it, so right now it just flips up, and I have this clip on a chain that I can easily slip into the handle of the tray. Now this allows for me to use as counter prep space. I can even place a couple of plates here so I can serve the food after I've cooked it, and it's pretty sturdy, so it'll hold some weight. The Sanctuary did come with this nice cover for the sink, so when it's covered, this is now what it looks like if you do this modification. The faucet for the sink is a nice tall curved faucet, and the sink is a nice depth. It's a good size. To the left of the sink is an outlet, so that would be one of the outlets you could use to plug in a cooking item such as a coffee maker. On the right side of the countertop is another couple of 110 outlets that you can also use to plug in some cooking appliances. Below the sink there are 3 drawers. I'm going to open them and show you their size. They are a decent size, they're pretty good. A good depth. So that was the first one, the middle one, same size, and the bottom one, same size, same depth. The microwave and refrigerator are across from the sink. Now the microwave is not convection. It's a small size, but it actually will do the job. Below that is the refrigerator. Let's take a look inside. It's a good size. This is nice and wide, so you can put some nice wide bottles or nice big wine bottles. Nice couple of storage bins below. 1, 2, 3 shelves. Let's open up the freezer. It's a little small, as you can see, so I'll have to be careful of what I want to store in the freezer. I do love that it is an actually nicely sealed freezer, not one of those floppy door closures. So far I'm pretty happy with this refrigerator. Next, let's take a look at the bathroom. So there's double doors that open up. Now it's not very big. So let's start off with these rods. They've added 2 rods, but they are removable. So if you're not going to use them, just remove them. I most likely won't be using them, but at least if I do need them, they're there for me. I'll be storing them in one of the cabinets. All right, let's step inside. Okay, so this is the size of the bathroom. It's not too bad. The toilet does take up a lot of space though. This is the shower head. Feels a little plasticky, but there's a start-stop switch. Here's the controllers for that shower head. There's a pull-down sink, and you turn the faucet towards the basin of the sink to get the water to go in there. There's like a little shelf area. Not sure if those are quite usable, but you can temporarily set down your shampoo bottle if you need to. There's a double vanity mirror doors. It's a pretty good sized vanity. There's not any shelves, so I'm definitely going to add shelves for sure. Below that, there's the bathroom light switch and the fan switch to operate the fan just above, which you would push up to open and then push on the fan button. There's this shower curtain that goes around. Toilet paper holder is covered, and there's the button to add water into the cassette toilets, and then this is the flush lever. One thing I want to show you is the doors on its own shut like this straight across, and there is a little more area with that curve, so they've made it so that there's these fasteners on the door, and there's a hole in the ceiling. So what you do is you take the fastener and you put it up into that hole, and it makes it so that the doors, and it will do the same thing for the other door, will extend outward toward that curve, giving you some more arm area in the bathroom, and that's a great bonus. All right, so that's it for the bathroom. Let's go take a look at the cabinet storage. On the side of the van where there's the sink and the cooktop, there are 3 cabinets. The first one has 2 110 outlets, and that's where the Truma system is located for your hot water heater and your in-cabin heater. Right beside it is a storage area that actually goes right through to the 3rd cabinet area, and it's a pretty good size. The back is curved, and there are 2 USB ports located in the 3rd cabinet area. On the driver's side of the van, there are 2 other upper cabinets. There's the back one and the one in front of that, and again, it extends all the way through. There's 2 110 outlets and a coaxial cable in this one. On the side of that, right beside the bathroom, is the wardrobe. There's a hanging rod. It is not removable. There are 2 shelves, and they are adjustable. It's a good size space. Back here, as you can see, there's seat belts for 3 passengers, 2 over the shoulder belts, and the middle one is a lap belt. So the Sanctuary has this long bench seating area and these 2 side bench areas. Just wanted to make a note that this one on the driver's side is not really something you can comfortably sit in, because there's the wardrobe and the TV located right above it. So now I'm going to turn this living room area into the bed area. There's a switch right over here on the side of the kitchen counter, and I'm going to press So it is an electric fold down bed. So that part went down. Now I'm going to move to this side and manually pull this up. So I'm going to pull this out and lay it flat. Same for the other side. Look at that, that was pretty easy. I'm going to show you how big this bedding area is. I have plenty of space. There seems to be a lot of room on each side of me. Even if I do go on one side, look at all that room that's still over there. I'll show you what it looks like with me turned this way. I still fit, and there's still plenty of room. So I love this bedding area. It was easy to put together, and there's plenty of room. So I'm going to put it back now. In this living room slash bedroom area, there is a window located on each side. We'll start with the passenger side. It has this nice pull down privacy shade. That went up nice and easily. The window does open, and it does have a screen. Whoops. That you can connect, and has this valance on top. I'm going to go to the other side. This window is slightly smaller. I love that that went up nice and easy. So I'm going to open this window, and this screen is already connected. And there you have it. And there is this netting in the back here, so with these windows open with the screens and this back door open with the netting down, there's going to be some nice cross breezes coming through. Back here on the side of the wardrobe is the TV, and it does swing out, so it's in a pretty good position already for viewing when you're sitting or laying in bed. To the lower left of that is a 12 volt and 2 USB ports. I've added this Chromecast. So on the driver's side, right under the cabinets, there's a push light, and there's another light that you push to turn on and off, and you can adjust it to where you need the light. Moving over to the passenger side, under the counter, under the cabinets, are another push light and another light that you push to turn on and off, and you can adjust it to where you need to have the light focusing. Moving down, there's this little storage area right under the passenger side bench seats. It's not too big, but it will give you some space to store extra stuff. On the driver's side, behind these panels is the Truma system. Right around the corner from that, there are two 110 outlets. All right, so located right above the kitchen counter area is this holder for a JBL speaker, and this speaker can be connected to your phone and can play music wirelessly inside the RV, outside the RV. You can even take it off this mount and carry it with you. Right below that is the BM Pro, and this controls just about everything in the RV, from your light switches to your climate control to the hot water system. You can check your tank levels, retract and extend your awning, all that stuff. There's also two USB ports located right beside the JBL speaker. There's this netting that has been added to the sliding door area of the van. Now, it's supposed to be a roll down that you can tie up, but again, it's got this big long magnet and it doesn't really roll, so that's going to be another modification that I make in an upcoming video. The sliding door does have this nice window that opens, and there's a screen with it also. Moving down, There's this nice grab handle for when you enter the RV. There's two 110 outlets, master control switch, inverter, and your solar power area. And a nice fire extinguisher right here on the side. Alright, so some of my favorite features of this RV are the bed area. It was so easy to put together. Another one of my favorites is this back screening area here with the back doors open, laying in bed. That's going to be for a nice, cool, breezy night. Another thing that I loved was this refrigerator. It's a good size, and the freezer actually shuts nice and tight. One of the things I'm not too happy with is that the side bench here on the driver's side is hindered by this big wardrobe area sticking out. Also, the cooktop did not come with a cover, but hopefully this plan that I have modified here will work. So thank you so much for joining me today. Watch out for future videos and please subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.